Hello, I am Yohanes and Lala,
I am Evan Roberts.
I am Darren Setiawan.
and today we are going to do our midterm for English. We will be discussing four different topics, four different questions for our midterms, and let's go on with it. For the first part of our midterm, I will be the first to be interviewed by both of my friends, Darren and Evan, and both of you may begin.
Can you tell me about at least four skills that are important for the success of your study and can you explain it?
Well, for the first one, I think it's to actually be disciplined. You need to be disciplined in order to actually progress. And second of all, hard work, because obviously nothing can actually be obtained easily in this life. Third, you also need to think creative, because creativity at least helps you to think of ways to solve problems. And the fourth one is to actually just communicate with each other, because none of us can if the humans are social beings and we actually need to communicate with each other.
Okay, so the second question that I'm going to ask, Brian. So, for you, Brian, what does it mean to be good with money?
To be good with money, it means to actually not waste it, to actually spend it efficiently, and to actually manage it well. So, as in reducing expenditures and whatnot. And how? Do you have any
Uh,
other question?
for the last one, how often do you socialize with fellow students? Can you explain the details?
Well, I socialize by just talking. I just come up with other students. I talk with them. I also discuss some things related to what I'm going to talk with them, and also sometimes I also can open my phone and I also chat with them, and any other additional conversations I can also postpone in, let's just say, a phone call as such, and also a Zoom meeting.
I see. So for the first part, I will answer question numbers 5 and 6. For number 5, tell us your school year starting from your kindergarten to the present time. For me, when I was in kindergarten, the atmosphere was very fun because at that time we weren't thinking about difficult things like no, we were just playing around. For elementary school, the atmosphere is still the same as in kindergarten, but we are asked to think, not just play. For middle school, we are asked to think too much and not play anymore. For high school, those are the most beautiful times, things that I will never forget. Because in high school, my friends and I did a lot of crazy things and left a lot of unforgettable memories. I want to go to back to high school, which was very exciting. When I was new in a college, the first thing I felt was fear and nervous because people said that college was different from high school. But after I went through it, it turned out that college was an exciting time too. And for number 6, what types of social media are you using? And what benefits can you get from and why? I use several social media such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and WhatsApp. For Instagram, the benefits I get are that I can see the daily life of my friends I followed on Instagram. And for TikTok and Facebook, I know the latest new about what is currently viral. And for WhatsApp, the benefits I get are that I can send messages to friends, family, and the others without having to go to the post office. And I can make video calls in real time. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you.
So, Evan, how often do you socialize with your fellow students?
I socialize with my fellow students pretty often, especially when we are discussing or working at a project like PPT or maybe a PDF or documents, and etc. That's what we should do as fellow students because um, we need to socialize to do our studies, especially when we are in system information, which we need others' help also to help us do our tasks, like maybe help us to much more understand the task that we are given. That's why we need to socialize with our fellow students pretty often in class or maybe at home with social media and such.
Next question I would like to ask is, what does it mean to be good with money?
For me, to be good with money is when we are able to count or maybe spend less money or maybe spend less money at something that is trivial and more on that is important to us to for our use and our daily lives, especially when a student like me knows how to spend our money wisely so that the the our money doesn't run out or maybe we don't have to worry about using our money. That is what I call a good a good use or maybe a good money a good use for money. That is why we need to be able to control our desires to buy something that is trivial and to buy something that is more important to us. That is all that I can answer. Thank you for listening.
It's me. My name is Brian, and this is my turn to describe the photo. And I chose photo number three. And now, first, I will explain what the photo is. The photo is located in an office of sorts, a meeting room more specifically, and there are there are approximately five people, but there could be more that are not shown. They are all wearing suits and mostly formal clothing. Based on their faces, they look happy, but I think they are also discussing some things of sorts in a business. And considering this is indoors, there I cannot really specify what the weather is, but based on the lighting, it looks like it's clear weather. Now there are other details such as this text written in the wall in the office. There's a lamp. There are also approximately four laptops, a plastic bottle, and a coffee cup.
Hello everyone. On this occasion, I will answer part 2, which is section describing the photo. The photo I will take is photo number 1. Photo number 1 seems to describe one doctor and several of his assistants. They all look very professional and experienced. They look like they are in a good and structured hospital because the hospital looks very clean and orderly. They look very happy and smiling. The assistants wear blue and green uniform like assistants in general, and the doctors wear doctors' coats like other doctors. They wear appropriate uniforms when they are in the hospital. They also wear the necessary equipment such as a stethoscope. Looks like a very professional doctor. That's all I can say from part 2. Thank you.
Okay, so now I am going to describe photo 5. In this photo, we can see that the location they are in is probably a meeting room where we can see also that the both of them are wearing formal wear and they are also in the background have their laptops open and there's a whiteboard that shows a flow chart. So they are probably in a meeting talking to each other. That is what I can describe from this photo. Thank you for listening.
Now we are entered the third part, and I would like to ask both of you, why do you think people would wear a suit and tie?
For me, people will use suit and tie for formal meeting, right? How about you, Ethan?
I also agree with that. And usually people use suit and tie for formal wear, like formal meetings and such.
Oh, I do agree with both of you, but I must add that people would also wear them for for other business reasons. And then why would people wear flip flops? Like why? It's open. Why would people wear flip flops and shorts?
Well, in my opinion, people would wear flip flops and shorts because probably the weather is hot.
I guess so. How about you?
I agree with Evan. People will usually use flip-flop and short for weather hot like Indonesia, going to the beach.
Well, yeah, I cannot agree more. You do wear flip flops and shorts in hot and tropical regions. Very interesting. And why would people wear this hat and scarves? Especially, well, in my opinion, I do think that people would wear them because it's cold, but why would they wear them even if it's hot?
Yes, I agree with you, but sometimes people use hat and scarf for fashion. Like you use the hat for fashion. How
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, I agree with that. And usually people also use a hat and a scarf because they look good from the
So it
sun.
is fashionable. Interesting. And I've been seeing a lot of people wear tracksuits lately. Why is that?
Well, from my opinion, a tracksuit is very comfortable to wear, and also people usually wear them because they are also sportswear, but also a common wear like people usually wear at home and such.
I,
And what about you?
I agree with Evan because mostly people use tracksuit for running or some
Or
for
jogging
yeah because tracksuit
are made for sports?
yeah because they keep our body warm.
Mm. Oh, yeah, and I agree that tracksuits indeed do keep our bodies warm because they are also thick. So people from
Yeah.
cold climates also use this other than wearing a hat or scarf. And now, I every day I keep seeing people wear a t-shirt and jeans when going outside. Why is that?
Jeans and t-shirt. For me, it was very comfy.
Oh, so according to you, it's comfy, like what you're wearing right now.
Yes,
And how about you, Evan?
Jeans and t-shirts for me is like a regular outfit. Like when I'm going out with friends or hanging out with them, I usually wear those because they're pretty comfy also.
But why a t-shirt? Why can't you just wear any other shirt?
A t-shirt for me personally, it's better for hot weather like in Indonesia.
it's very comfy too.
Okay, and this concludes on our third part of the midterm. Let us continue to the next part. Now, for our fourth part of this midterm test, I would like to ask both of you a question. I want to buy a new laptop. Let's just say it's for college work, but I don't have enough money, so I need to actually save up some to actually buy a new laptop. Now, what are your both of your takes on saving money?
For me, I usually saving my money by making an estimate of my money.
You write your estimates on your phone.
Yes, or you can do a part-time job so you can earn money.
Uh, do you do you or Evan do a part-time job?
As a matter of fact, I do. My part-time job is by helping my family in their shop.
Oh, how long have you been in that job?
Um, Pretty long, like from high school till now, like about 2 years or 2 years.
How long?
And lately, I've also when by taking both of your one Darren's advice, I've also counted my expenses, and I found that I spend a lot in transportation. Now, that's when I'm using online online motorbike service like Gojek or Grab. Now, what do you do to actually save on that?
Well, for me personally, I use public transport such as, well, in Indonesia we have like angkutan or
A
bus
bus.
also, and also public trains.
And how about you?
For me, I usually walk by myself because my home was close with campus.
So you just walk. You don't have to drive anything.
Yes, if I'm lazy, I can take my motorcycle.
Oh. So from both of you, I think I understand that in order to save my money, I should actually consider my expenses and also save up on transport. But don't you both think I should also save up on food?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do agree. You should save on food also.
And what do you both of you think?
Well, from
For me,
myself, yeah. For you, maybe you could also make like for food, make your own food, like cook on your own, like from raw materials, raw ingredients, so that you can save a lot from buying like online foods and such.
and how about you, Darren?
I agree with Evan because in my
So you agree that I should cook my own food?
yes, because in my daily, I usually cook from raw material because it's a lot cheaper than you buy it.
So let me conclude this. I should actually count my expenses. I should also consider my transport, and I should actually start cooking my food. All right. Thank you, both of you. And this concludes our fourth session. All right. Thank you for listening to our video. And I myself, Jonas Brian, personally thank you.
I'm Darren. Thank you for listening.
I'm Evan, and also thank you for your
Attention.
attention.